Chicago is my favorite US city. I'm a little biased as I grew up in the area and now get to call this city home. And as a tribute, I wanted to make a travel video of what I would recommend people to do if they were visiting the city for a long weekend. Now, this won't be by any means an exhaustive list as there's so much to see and experience, but if you're planning on visiting Chicago or are already here, I hope that this video gives you some ideas on what to check out. On your first day in Chicago, checking out Michigan Avenue and the downtown area is a great place to start. Michigan Avenue is the shopping center of the city and connects you both to the river and the lakefront. The river access is really convenient as after exploring Michigan Avenue, you can access many of the highly regarded architecture tours as the boats dock just below the Michigan Avenue Bridge.
What was the inspiration for the Willis Tower? Take a look at it. The inspiration for that design was a new packet of cigarettes.
After exploring Michigan Avenue and the river, you can walk a little south on State Street to see the famous Chicago Theater and then make your way to Millennium Park, which has the Cloud Gate, also known as the Bean. Once you've explored Millennium Park, you'll be close to Lake Michigan, so I recommend heading over to the Lakefront path and checking out Navy Pier. Navy Pier has many attractions, such as the Chicago Children's Museum, various rides, boat tours, and offers a beautiful view of the city. So Chicago being right on Lake Michigan, we do have like a really good lakefront trail, lots of beaches, and there's a lot of ways to make the most out of being close to such a beautiful body of water. That includes, like, as you can see behind me, all these people out on the boats and the playpen, a lot of people swimming, taking jet skis out, fishing. Chicago actually has a lot of beaches as well that you can explore if you're in town for a few days. North Avenue Beach is a big one. Oak Street Beach is another one. Montrose Beach a little bit further north. It has parking if you have a car. But really, when you're in Chicago, you should definitely come out to the lake. And if you want a true Chicagoan summer experience, grabbing some picnic blankets, some snacks, and going to the lakefront, whether it be at a beach or whether it just be off the concrete, you'll see a bunch of people swimming and really just enjoying the few months of warm weather that we have here. But it is really beautiful, and it's on a perfect summer day like today. It's fun just to spend as much time by the lake as you can. A bit north of Navy Pier is a neighborhood called Gold Coast, which is a historic neighborhood known for its beautiful homes and landmarks. You're probably hungry by this point, so if you're looking to grab dinner near Gold Coast, Wells Street nearby has a ton of great options, one of my favorites being the Vig. If you're staying close to downtown, Il Porcellino in the River North neighborhood is another great option. On your second day in Chicago, I recommend checking out a neighborhood called Lincoln Park, which is a bit north of downtown. Chicago is a city of neighborhoods, with each one having a unique feel, and Lincoln Park is a perfect example of where many Chicagoans choose to live and spend a lot of their time. So if you want to get a more local experience of the city, Lincoln Park is a great place to explore. You could start your day at the Lincoln Park Farmers Market off of Clark and LaSalle Streets and get some coffee and delicious pastries from one of the many vendors. There's plenty of green space if you'd like to have a picnic, or you can walk further north to see more of the park and the zoo, which has free entry. So Lincoln Park is a neighborhood in Chicago, but it's also the name like the park itself. So right next to the neighborhood, in between the neighborhood and the lake, you have Lincoln Park, which is composed of some athletic fields like baseball fields, soccer fields. On the southern point, a nice little nature walk here, a little bit north of the fields, and then just north of that you have Lincoln Park Zoo and what we call North Pond, which is another pond similar to this one and has a little nature walk around it. So if you're visiting the city or live in the city and you want a little bit of break from the concrete jungle, highly recommend checking out Lincoln Park itself. Not just the zoo is awesome, but honestly the surrounding areas are also really beautiful. So highly recommend you check it out if you want a little bit of break from the hustle and bustle. Alright, so Lincoln Park is one of my favorite neighborhoods in Chicago. A lot of people want to live here, so you get a good mix of people who just moved to Chicago. There's also a college called DePaul University that's in Lincoln Park, so a lot of college students live here, but it's a really big neighborhood and it's very historic too. So depending on what street you're on, so we're on a street called Cleveland right now, and there's a lot of beautiful homes that you can walk by, and it's very peaceful actually. As you can see, there's no one really on the street, which is really nice. And within Lincoln Park, there's the main Lincoln Avenue, which has a lot of bars and restaurants. It's a diagonal street. There's a lot of great stuff going on, and a lot of the side streets that kind of split off from Lincoln Avenue. That's where you can find a lot more of the little peaceful roads with the beautiful homes, and you can walk by and kind of get a good feel for the city once you're done exploring some of the more popular tourist attractions such as Millennium Park and Navy Pier. So if you want to get a good sense of what like a true Chicago neighborhood feels like, Lincoln Park would be the first place I'd go to.
Period.
In addition to Lincoln Avenue, Armitage Avenue is another popular street to walk down as it has some cool boutiques to shop at, restaurants to try, and dessert spots to check out on a nice summer day. Being such a popular neighborhood, Lincoln Park is full of many great places to eat.
On this day, we ate at Cafe Barbariba, which is a popular spot to enjoy Spanish tapas. Other great restaurants include Ramen-san, Gemini, Renali's, North Buena, Sapori Trattoria, and Armitage Ale House, to name a few. After dinner, if the sun is still out, you can walk to the lake to enjoy a beautiful Chicago sunset. On your third day in Chicago, you can check out some cool neighborhoods west of downtown, such as Fulton Market and Wicker Park. Fulton Market is a rapidly growing neighborhood in the city. It used to be home to many industrial warehouses that have since been turned into luxury hotels, restaurants, and apartments, giving the neighborhood a unique architectural style.
Alright, so we're walking through West Loop, Fulton Market area right now. It's cool because West Loop area actually used to be a lot of warehouses. So back in the day, there was a lot of warehouses, a lot of storage facilities, and recently a lot of those have been repurposed to a lot of like modern looking office buildings, restaurants, gyms, apartments. So it's a very nice and modern neighborhood and has some of the best restaurants in the city, and it's just west of the downtown area. So if you're staying close to downtown, this is another good place to spend your third day in Chicago, and just offers a lot of cool, more unique architecture and much more of a modern feel, but still pretty close to the downtown area, which is nice.
There are plenty of great restaurants in Fulton Market. One of my favorites is The Loyalist, which has one of the best burgers in Chicago. If you have some extra time, a little north of Fulton Market is a neighborhood called Wicker Park, which has some cool vintage stores and has access to the 606 Trail, which is built on a former railroad track and is similar to New York City's High Line. Thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully you find it helpful and planning your trip to this great city. I'll catch you in the next one.